classic bit of Cobalt Dream, with an even more classic matchup. Rover Mirror. Between, in the red, it is Double Helix DNA, as I said, with Rover, versus Headhunter in the blue. So, both with Rover, both with Dart Start, Mason follow-up, though Scorcher after that for Double Helix, where there is another Mason for Headhunter. Not a tank v Rover this time around, a classic Rover Mirror. And luckily enough we do have a slightly different start from both players. Just with that like second Mason already. Does leave them undefended here, and the commander is going up, up, up and away. That means the dart is not being contested for another at least like a couple of seconds. 50 couple of seconds. Ow, that hurts. No, it's not really 50, but anyways. Dart still getting really good shots off. One max already going down after almost being constructed. Lotus is slow, there it goes. Now runs away, all good for Double Helix. Town, yeah, indeed, 71 metal. I mean, it's not a big difference. However, already just denying the eco, delaying the eco, forcing them to go into a Lotus earlier than they wanted to is really nice. Of course, here the dart will go down, I say, while it does not. Yes, there it goes. Right. But still, taking down that other dart as well. Kinda lucky, honestly, but it was because they were running away. And like last time I saw, went for Double Helix. Makes sense, but it does leave you vulnerable. And wind on the hill is 0.7, wind flow, whereas yours is 0.3. That's a big difference, especially if you have a couple more. Of course, the way Double Helix has them, it is better for overdrive. And the very bright Scorcher Fire Heat Ray. Alrighty. Does, of course, being a like Rover Mirror, you've gotta pay attention to how your units are fighting. Normally that's also the case, but in a mirror, especially with Scorchers, which have like extra damage when like close up with their like weapon, I'm not sure if it says it, Scorcher's Heat Ray deals more damage close up. It's especially important, because look, max of 300 DPS. Of course that is when you're inside of the enemy Scorcher, and it also makes like 4 Scorchers able to jump a commander, though you've got to be a little lucky, and there is not allowed to be any support from the enemy, but again, just 4 Scorchers worth like 500 metal are able to jump a commander. They're strong. So chasing Scorchers, never a good idea. Just like chasing Kadachis with their like fire, no, not something you do. And over here, well, Scorchers being chased. However, most of the Scorchers from Double Helix were not actually fighting. So Double Helix actually going down in attrition. And the last couple of them going down, though, I say that. It's still able to run, now it goes down. Did take down another 2 maxes, denying more eco, though it did of course give a little bit of reclaim to the enemy. 240 here as well. And Double Helix now at only 96% attrition. Not a big deal, let's be honest, I mean it's only like 19 value difference. The main issue is the reclaim. The reclaim is all for Headhunter, because that's where you were fighting. Who's now launching a counterattack. Over here, not going to work against Commander and Double Lotus. And over here, triple Scorcher and Lotus defense. Should be able to hold off, however, you do not have any radar. You do of course have like your line of sight over here, but no radar, so it's going to be difficult to spot when or where they're going to engage. So already 2 Lotus up, and now you know exactly where they are. Over here, singular Ripper moving in. That's fine. Ripper, you can, I believe, at least in the past, you were able to like cost efficiently take down a Ripper with Scorchers if you surround it well and you get close to it. I believe you can, and it seems like they are diving for it, though not really intentionally, just because their units are like on maneuver, so like the middle of the roaming states. However, this is most important right now. Eco going down and a lot of it. Wind turbines, very vulnerable, and Scorchers are too to the explosion of a caretaker. Come on, no, there. It is 500 damage if you're close up. No, stop that. Yeah, 500. That's enough to insta kill a Scorcher. Yeah, that's a lot. So don't sit them close to it. Radar over here. Okay. They should have a little better. Oh, and with there as well, and commander there. Okay, so a lot better radar coverage compared to what Double Helix had, at least in the past. Nope, still the case. And diving with their Scorchers. Scorcher not close to the Ripper, so not doing all that much damage, and will have to retreat. Still though, 90% attrition, so nothing really changed there. And army numbers. I mean, there are a couple of fences and a Ripper over there. Decent army over here in Scorcher numbers and all that. And there goes the Ripper. Goodbye. More units coming in for Headhunter. Not floating. Okay, not sure if they were floating in the past. Were you? You shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Diving Commander? No, not Diving Commander. Level 1. But damaged Scorchers already, so probably wasn't even possible at all. More Scorchies in the middle, okay. Choo-choo consider switching. Good, probably. Though I don't really know what you would be switching into. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could, of course, try funny things like cloaking or snitching, always fun. A lot of lotuses everywhere, so like going into old gunships to raid, for instance, doesn't make the most sense, especially not with Panzer being standard part of the composition for Rover anyways. So not really something you were probably going to consider. You could consider going, well, yeah, Assault, Ravager or Badger, like start going for a little bit of anti-air to push those defenses. Could be interesting. Outranging your enemy, and of course just expand everywhere. Double Helix will do so, and ooh, pushing in there, but that's not gonna work. Over here, a couple of units gone down, okay. Not a very big deal. And Ripper being chased, and all of a sudden AoE does do damage. Fences to clean them up, and it's fine. Now Double Helix, watch out, because you seem to be floating. Only 24% wind, and that could be part of it, though you seem to have transitioned mostly into solar as well now. No real overdrive on E or like any of these maxes. And Scorch East. A lot of them are damaged though, so watch out with that. Moving into Lotus, okay. I mean, you have enough Scorchers to clean it all up, so not a big deal. And Commander, no real defenses except for like double Lotus. And Ravagers have like decent DPS, but it's not going to go down. The Ravagers are not all focusing on it and pulling it in to your like, well, Lotus battery, Lotus array. It's fine. Down here, definitely could raid very nicely. So, are you going to clean them up? Seems like you're going to try. Over here, raiding a little bit, but again, like triple Lotus, it hurts to move in there. Though not all that much, because you will get the reclaim. Over here, you're going into plate. What are you going to plate for? You're just going into straight fences right now. Though you are actually on repeat. Okay. And here, bombers. Again, like, yeah. With Fencer being like standard composition, an air switch or a gunship switch, to me it doesn't make the most sense. And over here, little Scorcher still trying its best, will just barely get a amazing kill, and it did actually spot the planes. If Double Helix also spotted the planes, I'm not sure, but the planes were spotted. Over here, it's not that much like DPS or like alpha damage in those fences, I know, so Ravens aren't exactly going down to them very easily. It still kind of hurts, and look, your Scorchers are doing a fine job. Pushing in, okay. Part of the enemy, a lot of explosions could happen, no real defenses, fences have to stop the fire, so are absolutely useless against these Scorchers for now. Only want to defend if you can. Please move forwards. Watch out for the caretakers, because they will make your day a lot worse. They'll ruin your day. But no, GG. Headhunter wins. Planes weren't even necessary. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Excess of over 1,000? Not so good, Double Helix.